Al-Baqarah verse 12. Allah innahum humul mufsiduna walakilla yashurun. In continuation from the previous verses, this verse also talks about disbelievers who cause corruption on the earth. Our first word is Allah, meaning indeed. Next word is innahum, which is the combination of inna and pronoun hum, meaning indeed they. Since both Allah and inna can be translated as indeed, Allah inna together becomes a more emphasized version of indeed, with a shade of warning. Up next is another pronoun whom. Next word is al-mufsiduna, meaning the corrupters. This word is in nominative as the predicate, and to be verb is implied. So humul mufsidun means they are the corrupters. Now, if you look at the literal translation of the first line, we have indeed, indeed, they are the corrupters, which sounds a bit redundant. What's happening here is that the second pronoun whom is for extra emphasis. So in natural English, we can translate it as indeed, it is they who are the corrupters. Before moving on, let's quickly look at the last word mufsidun from the root fa, sin, del. If you remember, we've seen this root in our last video. In verse 11, we had a form for verb tufsidu, meaning to cause corruption. But in today's verse, mufsidun is not a verb, but an active participle of that same verb. So it means those who cause corruption, or corrupters in one word. Now let's move on to the second line, and we have walakin, which is wa plus lakin, which means but. Up next is la, meaning not. And our last word is yashurun from the root shin, ain, re. It's form 1 verb conjugated in third person masculine plural imperfect, meaning they realize. And we've already seen the same verb in verse 9. Alright, let's wrap up with a recap from the beginning. In English we get, indeed it is they who are the corrupters, but they don't realize.